Hello there.
So I got sent home from work early today because I had a positive antibody test for COVID. It kind of really sucks because I'm so bored. It's been about 2 hours and I'm quarantining in my bedroom and it friggin' sucks. I'm so bored. I was gonna take a break from YouTube because I did 12 Days of Christmas and now here I am filming again. Yeah, so I'll keep you posted on my journey. Bye. Hi guys, so I'm bored out of my mind. Yesterday was super boring too. I don't really like being locked in a room. But yeah, just quarantining. I feel fine. I just feel like I lost my voice for whatever reason. But otherwise I feel fine. But because I was positive and I do have a pretty high risk considering I'm working in the COVID ICU, I have to get a PCR test. So I called occupational health and I'm gonna go get my PCR test today and let's see if it's positive or negative. Hopefully it's negative so I don't have to be here for 10 days. Right, okay, bye. So I did I did one of the at-home tests and that was negative. So I don't really know if I have it or not. So I think I'm just gonna wait for the PCR results. The PCR results should hopefully come today or tomorrow. But I think by the end of the day, I'm gonna do another antigen test and let's see. You guys can watch along as I do it. All right, I'll check in with you guys. Hi guys, so this is a story time video actually about the time when I was working in the COVID ICU and I actually tested positive for COVID on the rapid test. Hi, I'm Dr. Shaw and I am a rural family medicine resident, and on this channel we go through some of my experiences as being a rural family medicine resident and the strategies that I learned along the way. Okay, so let me set the scene, all right? So I'm working in the COVID ICU and the hours are extremely long, okay? They're 7 to 7 officially, but then, sometimes things happen. You end up coming earlier, you end up staying later, whatever. So basically, I say that because my point is that I am in it. I am in the COVID ICU in very close proximity. So most of my day is spent, with COVID patients, and it's a very reasonable chance that I would get COVID-19 because I have such a high exposure risk. But, I was being very careful. I had my PPE, I had my masks. I was very, very careful about everything because I was in the COVID ICU around the holidays, so I just wanted to make sure that I didn't get it and, didn't inadvertently transmit it to anybody else. So guess what? Part of my program, actually part of our GME department, we get 5 days off. So you get 5 days around Christmas or you get 5 days around New Year's. So the plan was, for me, I had it around New Year's, so I was gonna see my family and I really just wanted to make sure that I wasn't, sick, obviously. And given my super high risk of exposure, I just wanted to make sure that all my bases were covered. I'm vaccinated, boosted, so is my entire family. I've been wearing PPE, just been taking every single precaution possible. So just wanted to take the test just to make sure. Also, I had just been feeling tired, but if you're in residency or you're in the healthcare field in general, we like to play a little fun game called, am I feeling tired because I'm working really hard, I haven't got enough sleep, or is it because I have COVID? So we were playing that game. And I was playing that game and I was like, I think I'm probably just tired. I don't really think I have COVID because I don't really have any fever. I don't have any symptoms, but I'm just, really tired and just generally just not feeling that good. And, I have a little bit of a sore throat and my voice is kind of gone, but you know what? That could just be because the hospital's freezing cold. I'm not sure, nothing really that stuck out, but I was like, you know what? Let me just do my due diligence and make sure. So my fellow had a whole bunch of rapid tests that he had basically lying around that weren't in use. So we're like, you know what? Let's just do it as a team because we're all, pretty exposed. We have the same degree of exposure. We've been working 12 to 14 hours in the COVID ICU, 6 to 7 days a week. Let's just do it just to make sure that, we're fine. So the team did it, we did it. It was a team bonding exercise. We all did it at the same time. One person does it, they're fine. second person doesn't, fine. And then I do it, and then mine turns positive. Positive, okay? And I was like, what the heck? Like, I was like, no, there is no way. I mean, there is a way, considering that, you know, I was in the COVID ICU. Obviously, not like internally freaking out a little bit. I know it's possible to still get COVID. Obviously, even if you're vaccinated and boosted, had a very high risk. So I was like, you know, there is a possibility of this happening. So you know what? You know, it is what it is. I don't really feel that sick, but you know, COVID's been presenting itself in so many weird ways that, I mean, it's possible, right? And especially if you are vaccinated and have the booster, you totally could just have really mild symptoms, right? So my fellow dismissed me, and he's like, go home. And then the rest of the team had to get tested by occupational health. So anyways, I went home, and then I had to contact my family medicine chiefs and let them know about what happened, and my program directors, because now we have a little bit of an issue, because the time that I was supposed to be scheduled for work and the patients that were assigned to me, now we had to make sure that that work was being taken care of, and I had to also get a confirmatory PCR test. Now, if that test came back positive, they needed someone to cover for me. So here you have a whole bunch of logistical issues. Contacted my chiefs. They were really great. They're like, you know what, stay home. Let's just keep us posted. Tell us how you're feeling. They're really, really supportive, really great. And so I was trying to get a PCR test, and it was really frustrating because I think this happened like on a Sunday. I just couldn't get a PCR test. So I had to wait until Monday, until occupational health opened up, and then I was able to get tested. So I was pretty much just quarantined in my room, and like my husband just was basically my butler and just like delivered food to me. You could say he was kind of like my butler, or I was like a zoo animal. Either way, I was like caged up, and I was going nuts. So literally, I took a couple of videos, so just, you know, I'll add them in. And then, okay, so I know in one of the videos, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do the COVID test. But I was like so frustrated at that point that I didn't end up filming it. But as it turned out, spoiler alert, it was negative. But by that time, it was my time for vacation. Anyways, I had already canceled all my trips, so it ended up being a staycation, and I didn't actually end up having COVID because my PCR was negative, and then I did 2 more rapid tests, and they were both negative. So I think it was that particular one was just a false positive. So it's not really clickbait, because that first one was positive. So yeah, so the time I tested positive for COVID-19. So yeah, I feel the struggle. All right, so that was a quick little video. I hope you enjoyed that, and see you in the next one.